Anyway, I don't. I kind of want to say I kind of expected this of somebody like this, like Fousey. You know, Fousey's album flopped and now he went broke. I didn't even know he made an album. Um, but you know, don't hate the game, I guess. I mean, don't hate the player.
Since we
Whatever.
last caught up with our buddy
Let's hear
Fousey
about it.
Tube. Last time we saw him, he was doing his usual thing, crashing out on camera, destroying his life on
I did see
stream,
this.
and of course taking no accountability for his actions. Only this time there would be a small twist, as he would announce the death of Fousey and the resurrection of his music career under his new alias, Crash Out YSE. Essentially, the dude vowed that he would become the biggest rapper in this
What the
world,
fuck?
and that by this time next year he would be packing stadiums and making songs with some of his heroes.
I told people I'm gonna have a song with Drake next year.
But now the album has come out, the music videos have dropped, and the smoke is finally starting to clear the room, leading Fousey to realize the massive power trip he has been on, and how much destruction he
He's
has
in a Lambo.
caused in his own life. It's just like once Fousey's ego inflates to a certain size, it completely consumes him, and that's when he
It's really hard to say that he went broke. I think maybe that's just in the title, but I'm looking at this shit and I'm just like, he's in a Lambo. He has like gold and like silver. I don't know. Maybe all that's fake. Maybe the Lambo isn't his. Everything can be fake. I'm just thinking to myself like, I don't know. Homie doesn't look broke, but maybe it's all just a front. And having, you know, he has a fucking nice car. He's gonna have to sell. Whatever.
makes all of these horrible, life-altering decisions. And one of the other side effects of his ego inflating that big is that Fousey will start running around thinking that he's much more important than he actually is. As Fousey would pull up on Cool Kicks, which is like a popular YouTube channel and storefront that has all these nice sneakers. And Fousey got pretty
I've seen
upset
this.
when the owner of the store, Rami or Rami, would hit him with that Irish goodbye.
There's no shot. He like dead ass just left.
Yeah, he'd be out. Nah, he probably didn't leave yet. I don't think so.
Thank you.
Nah,
But
he
there's
left.
no shot. He just did.
Rami!
He left. I just told you he left.
Rami gone?
Who does that without saying bye?
And I do suspect that Fousey went into Cool Kicks chasing
Okay.
a little bit of clout that day. He probably thought, oh, if I buy some shoes and I buy some sunglasses, maybe they'll turn me into an episode for the YouTube channel. When in reality, the guy just kind of made the sale and dipped.
That's not G7?
Here.
It's not G7.
Well, he said he was G20 earlier, actually.
He's not.
He's not G20?
He just got demoted.
What would he be now?
G2.
I'm sure this guy is so devastated for his demotion. I mean, this motherfucker runs around in a pink Temu bulletproof vest, and he thinks he's some sort of military general.
That's G2.
He didn't say bye.
Nah, he just be on.
I'm sure I'd get some heat from Jamari for wearing a fucking mask, looking like a fucking like weak ass operative off Call of Duty. But get the Temu vest, dog.
On a time crunch and shit.
But was he on a bad date?
No.
You get what I mean? If he's on a bad date and he said he went ghost, I get it.
Yeah.
So Fousey's already trying to make an excuse for the other guy not telling him goodbye, because I guess his fragile little ego cannot even handle a small situation like that. Fousey also still
Damn.
seems to be struggling with his addiction to sex and going to massage parlors to
He
get
really
happy
roasts
endings.
the fuck out of these
I got
guys.
my
man.
friend a happy ending yesterday.
Yeah, I know you're king of those, huh?
You saw
What the
that?
fuck?
No, I just know you're the king of those.
You used to
You're
be.
the king of those.
Used to be.
Yeah.
Being the king of happy endings is insane.
Used to be.
Yeah.
He had never, so he wanted his cherry pop.
He's
He,
toasted
he
his
walks
ass.
out and guess what he says? Guess
That
what he
was
says?
amazing.
He said, no. I look at him, I ask him something. He goes, who are you? He goes, I'm a new person.
And it's funny because Fousey
the
has
fuck?
talked extensively how this addiction to go into massage parlors and basically paying
Yes.
for play pretty much
Why is
destroyed
dude
his whole
sitting
life.
like that?
He wasted hundreds of thousands of dollars on that addiction. And then he goes ahead right
Alright.
here and introduces someone who's close to him, someone he calls his friend, to the very same addiction he has. It's like if I was like doing meth, right? And I knew it fucked my whole life
Makes
up. I had
sense.
been trying to recover. And then my
Yep.
homeboy's just sober and I'm like, let me break out the meth for you, buddy. He would also send this message out to AMP Agent after they had a bit of a dispute on Twitter.
Agent, you can't even reply to a DM over here talking about who's gonna take advice from Fousey. If you did from the beginning, I promise you, you wouldn't have to have kidney reduction surgery now to cut that shit off or however else you're gonna get it off.
Yeah, let's
Damn.
listen to the same man who has cycled steroids multiple times in his life, leading him to
Yeah.
have hair loss. I believe he's also said that he has
Damn.
premature erectile dysfunction. And obviously, the
Damn.
guy's brain is just in a very fucked up state. This is the video that would spark this whole controversy. After Agent had
Oh.
undergone this weight loss challenge and lost 25 pounds in 10 days doing this big
Yo,
reveal for his
and
stream.
he said what? Yo, that's fucking awesome, bro.
And good for our guy, okay? I was reading in the comments that at one time he was like 350 pounds.
That's
I don't
fucking
know if that's
hard, dude.
completely true, but I will always applaud someone trying to be in better health, where Fousey just like looks at the aesthetic of all of it, and because it doesn't match exactly what he would want, well, he starts talking a bunch of shit.
Talking about who would take advice from Fousey. Why? Just because you were smarter financially than me? Why? Just because you had a captain named Kai Cenat steering your ship?
I mean, am I tripping or has an agent
Yo, honestly, I don't know if this is part of his brand, but this is very on brand.
been around like 5 times as long as Kai? I'm saying, like, from a relevancy standpoint, Agent has been relevant for a far longer time. Yes, Kai might be like the bigger act by now, but to my
Yeah.
knowledge, Agent kind of made his own name on the internet.
We ended up meeting Kai. Fandom recommended he come down for a shoot. He did. Kai wasn't even supposed to be in the video. He was just there to watch. And so like he was shy on his computer a little bit. He was on the bench. Every time the camera whipped to him, energy was amazing. Like he dead ass was transforming the video. And so like that's special. We could spot good content. At that point, we've all been doing it for a while. And he was amazing.
And all you have to do is hide in his coattails and be his best friend? Or is it because I've gone to rehab? Oh, because I was imperfect in the past. Don't basically stop talking shit about a person like actually who they are.
This seems really emotional. And I mean, like, just my personal take, but getting on the internet really emotional is a bad move.
Talk about my music fine, but don't sit there and say who the fuck's gonna take advice from Fousey Tube and laugh about it. A lot of motherfuckers.
So yeah, here
I wouldn't take advice from him.
Fousey seems to really be projecting his own insecurities out onto Agent. I mean, look, it's okay to admit it, dude. You blew your shot. He could have been one of the most successful YouTube stories of all time. I mean, this guy could be sitting on like $100 million because I don't think people really understand that he was the first like poppin' Muslim influencer. Not only is that a massive community of people who are just loving his content, but even to this day, that sector is relatively untapped. And he could have been the guy. And honestly, I think he's very jealous that other people did it right where he did it wrong. I mean, he completely self-destructed over and over again. And even to this day, the guy does not learn his lesson. Still spending all of his money on really stupid material possessions. Here, Fousey claims that he bought a new Lamborghini.
You ready? Go, dog. Sipping on Lean Walk Hot.
The guy's like, let's go, I just finessed another idiot. Hey, by the way, isn't this a leased Lamborghini? I guess it's not my problem.
Hundreds and
How do you
hundreds.
know
I'm
that?
stacking my money up. Dirty soda and
I seriously wonder how he finds that stuff out. I just don't have the time to be on the internet, but I imagine if I was in Jamari's position, I'd be able to pull the same kind of investigatorial work. Dude, it's fucking ugly. Like that orange, bro. What the fuck? Yo, I ain't gonna hate on it. It's a Lambo. I'm already hating on it, the color, but like,
love with a double cup. Left is frozen, same as the
it's a
other one.
lease.
And keep in mind, this is the same guy
for
whose
him,
card
'cause
got
honestly,
declined recently
I
on like a
wouldn't want-
$4 coffee. And he was out here begging people in line
Say
for
what?
Dirty soda and love with a double cup. Left is frozen, same as the other one.
And keep in mind, this is the same guy whose card got declined recently on like a $4 coffee. And he was out here begging people in line for help.
I'm a millionaire. I'm asking to be spared $4. It's okay.
I have
Thank
nothing
you.
to
You guys
say,
are all broke as
honestly.
And since Fousey
What? See, I watched with no context, and I'm just like, that's real? That's like, he's being for real?
people in line for help.
I'm a millionaire. I'm asking to be spared $4. It's okay. Thank you. You guys are all broke as
Why would anyone take advice from you?
And since Fousey sees the numbers going down, obviously he's going to try and beef with people. Like I just showed you, he was trying to like start something between him and Agent. And I mean, it's getting really sad. This guy is out here trying to clout farm on Neon.
Somebody said Fousey talks about Neon's view bots, but Neon shows same viewers, but his chat is moving 10 times as fast. I guarantee you, and I'm gonna prove it right now. I'm gonna pull up Neon's chat, right? Emotes. I guarantee you 99% of it are emotes. Why? It's called a chat bot. Watch.
So yeah, he's pretty much just trying to shit on Neon. I believe he actually made an entire song about how he wants to fuck Neon's girlfriend, and how Neon is nothing but a peon. And honestly, I do have to admit that recently Neon has been taking some W's. I believe that his girlfriend quit her OF page. I think that he stopped with all of his tough guy hiding behind security antics. And it seems like he's really made an active effort to try and chill himself out a little bit, which I can definitely appreciate. I mean, he's moved up above like Johnny Somali and Jack Doherty on my list of streamers I don't like. And here only 1 week later, he's trying to get a collab with Neon.
Because I just saw his face in that clip and it reminded me I used to hang out with the kid I'm talking.
I don't know if that made sense, Jamari. Hold up. You said he moved up on that list? Or maybe, I don't know.
About.
I don't know what he said, but damn, bro. You moved up on the list.
With Neon. Me, Susie, and him. And I can talk about all my hate to him to his face.
And Neon don't even want to do this shit. Not even that man is answering his calls at this point.
Yeah.
I don't normally do this because I'm the type like I hold my dick and I walk away.
I mean, no, he's not the type to quote-unquote hold his dick and walk away. He's actually the type of guy to go back on absolutely everything he said, while taking no accountability for his actions. He just blames it on this Fousey character over and over again, when they're one and the same. It's not like it's a split personality type of shit. And listen, he better be careful, because apparently Neon has shooters out in these streets.
Who's hating on you, dog? I was looking at your street. Fousey, what's up with this guy, dog?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Fousey, homie, check this out. I don't really know you. You come to LA, you disrespect the homie Chongo. You disrespect the little homie Chongo. You got a problem with me and all my boys, homie.
Damn.
So, yeah, I mean, honestly, Neon's been doing kind of good. I think that he was the one to break that new Jello Ball single. LeVar Ball said that he was the Indian son that he never had.
I'm happy to say he's officially my fourth son. The first Indian in the family.
And this is where the video really gets good, guys, because we're going to watch some of Fousey's live performances. But before we do that, I did want to tell you guys about today's video sponsor,
there's
Sundays
people in
for
this
Dogs.
concert, though.
So most of you already know my dog Lola, and who could forget about the beautiful Delilah? With me not having any kids of my own, they're one of my main responsibilities. And so obviously I try my best to keep them as active and healthy as possible, which obviously means feeding them the right stuff. And ever since I got Delilah 6 years ago, she's always eaten pretty much whatever I would give her. But once Lola the Pomeranian came around, I realized that she could be extremely picky when it comes to her food, leading me to waste a ton of money over the years as she simply would not finish her bowl. But once I found Sundays for Dogs, it's like everything changed for her. Not only is it super convenient for myself to store and serve, but they now just get so excited to eat their food. And what I personally like most about Sundays is that they have no artificial preservatives and no synthetics like other dog foods. Sundays is made with 100% meat muscle, organs, and superfoods. I've even let my sister's dogs try it out and they absolutely loved it, and so did my parents' senior dogs. And I completely understand that starting a new food can be a pretty big deal, which is why Sundays for Dogs is offering my audience 50% off a 2-week trial. All you have to do is go to sundaysfordogs.com/Jamari, or you can always use my code Jamari at checkout for the 50% off. So I don't really know what you guys are waiting for. Click that link and give your dog the chance to try Sundays, and watch them fall in love. Keep in mind, this was also advertised as a free show on his birthday.
You thought I wouldn't pack out the Roxy? Are you dumb? Are you stupid? Pick
I love how
one.
he
It has
snuck
to be
that
one.
whole...
It might be both.
What the hell did he just say? I love how Jamari just snuck in that whole ad.
You thought I wouldn't pack out the Roxy? Are you dumb? Are you stupid? Pick one. It has to be one. It might be both. It might be all three. The third just went over your head. Welcome to G7 to death of Fousey, motherfuckers. Let's get it!
Live my life like scripted television, but I wrote it. Speaking different tongues with all my bitches. I'm the poet, baby girl.
I mean, I won't lie to y'all, it has to be up there with one of the worst performances I've ever seen.
Where did he get these people? It must be free, right? This was a free concert, he said? This is a free concert? Back up. I have to watch it over.
Pack out the Roxy? Are you dumb? Are you stupid? Pick one. It has to be one. It might be both. It might be all three. The third just went over your head. Welcome to G7 to death of Fousey, motherfuckers. Let's get it!
I think this was a free concert.
different tongues with all my bitches.
Which makes sense, because he didn't even sound like, just from that little part.
I mean, I won't lie to y'all, it has to be up there with one of the worst performances I've ever seen.
Yeah. He probably didn't rehearse, dude.
40-year-old man, by the way. And it's like every time this guy touches the stage, some sort of homosexual statement just has to come out of his mouth.
Shout out, Mark. You're so big and buff and tall and single? Single? Oh, my bad, you married? God bless. Not for me, by the way. Oh.
I felt ugly. I felt gay. I felt that like that.
And listen, sometimes you just cannot outrun your past.
You guys are gonna be super proud of me because it's currently 1 p.m., but I've been awake since 6 a.m.
Why did I talk so gay? No disrespect to gays, I promise. Like, I was zesty as fuck. I now understand why literally, and that first of all, that's a caricature of me. That's not me. That's when I'm still playing Fousey. That's when YouTube was PG and like you still had to be zesty. But still, that was profoundly zesty.
It's crazy, guys. I mean, imagine just creating this alternate persona. And everything you do wrong in your life, everything that you don't like, you just blame it on the persona. You're like, oh, it's just Fousey. Like, no, dude, that was you looking at the camera that day. Yeah. And guys, this next clip has to be the mecca of performing. This right here is what they should have shown at the Super Bowl. I'm sorry, Kendrick. I love this set, but this is what I needed.
Play the intro, fuck. They're gonna get turned though. Hello!
And the crowd goes mild. I mean, right around here, I would say that about 90% of that crowd is plotting the next move. Like, we gotta get the f*** out of here. Here's an alternative angle from his set.
I'd be in there like, what are we doing now?
And even the fans this guy does have left, he simply has no respect for. As a fan from Dubai would come up and ask for a picture, and Fousey would pretty much just interrogate him.
Question for you. No. In America, I asked somebody this, and it was a very big problem. Why do you want picture before, like, hello, how are you? Can I ask you for advice? Why picture?
You think I win?
Because he's a fan. Your fans are not gonna like come up and ask you for advice, bro. If I was like walking around and I seen, I don't know, Robert Downey Jr., like, I'm not gonna go up to be like, yo, what's up, dog? Can you give me some advice on tax breaks, dog? What I could use, so what can I write shit off, dog? I'm gonna be like, yo, let me take a picture with you. You're fucking Iron Man.
You didn't take a memory though. You didn't have a memory. You didn't have a real. No, I'm not taking on him. You just
walk around.
You didn't have a
shopping.
Real memory. A memory is this. Right now, me and you are having a conversation. You will always remember. Fousey asked me why I wanted a picture. The picture you didn't.
You're crazy people.
Meet me. You stood next.
The other guy.
He's gonna remember that when I went and got a picture with Fousey, he like had a mild crashing out over it.
I started to take pictures of him again and record him.
You didn't even say hi. You just smile. You go home, post on Instagram. I'm at FouseyTube. You didn't.
I mean, the poor guy just wanted a picture. Like, I get that it's the classic celebrity trope. Like, oh, you just come up and you almost view me as some sort of object. But I just feel like that kind of just comes with the territory. Yeah, and he would have a bit of a nice moment with him here.
I'm just saying, you know? In America, I said that.
It's crazy.
21 million views. People call me the worst names. They say,
should I quit? I say, I'm joking.
But then watch how quickly he turns around and completely trashes this guy, who is probably one of the few fans that he has left, by the way.
It was so rude. You're in their country. And what, motherfucker? This is my face, my privacy. Where's that? It was so rude that he walked up while he's on stream working to ask for a picture, dick.
Dog. It is not that fucking serious, dude.
Dumb motherfuckers. Oh, that's rude. You're in their country. And what? It's my
This is why you're a loser.
personal space. I'm working. When I walk
Makes
up
sense,
to somebody
bro.
while
It
they're
makes a
having
lot of
dinner with
fucking
their
sense.
wife, having a big conversation. Hey,
Natural
dickhead,
energy.
can I get a picture? No.
Yeah,
I'm
dickhead.
Pussy. You if your feelings are hurt. I care about you for.
Like, honestly, it's not that deep. It's just a picture. And really
Yeah,
looking at
dog.
the situation objectively, I'm sure if you're a fan of somebody, for a lot of people, it's probably pretty nerve-wracking to go up to them and ask them for a picture in the first place. And so why not just oblige? It's really not that big of a deal. And he wasted way more of his energy caring this much than he would have just taken the fucking picture. Kai Cenat would even make fun of him for this.
You want to know something? I totally relate to that. Like, I wouldn't ask for pictures if I see somebody. I just don't feel like it's not that I wouldn't want it. I just feel like it's not that it just makes me feel strange. I'm a stranger, and I mean, I've met John Cena before, and the dude is like 6'5" or some shit. He's like way taller than me, and I remember thinking to myself, man, I should have got a picture with him.
Can I take a picture with you? Let's go! My brother, wait, hold on, my brother. What's good? What is a picture gonna do for you, bro? What is a picture gonna do for you? I don't know, it's gonna be... Nah, I'm joking, I'm joking. That nigga Fousey hate pictures, bro.
What is a picture gonna do for you? Yo, Kai.
And that's what I'm saying. You get like one chance to make an impression on people. Who knows what level of supporter this guy was? Maybe he's bought merch, maybe he watches all his streams. I mean, you never know when someone comes up to you, and that's why I always believe in treating people with the utmost respect. And here is where, guys, the smoke is finally clear in the room. Fousey has finally realized that his album was a complete flop. He's never gonna have a career in music, and honestly, his overall career online is pretty much done.
I'll be honest. We just gotta figure out what's next. Because...
And here's where the delusion just comes in at an all-time high, or I guess I should say the lack of accountability.
There's this guy, right? His name is Fousey. He invested over $1 million into an album thinking he was gonna become a big rap star and he was gonna tour.
Yo, you gotta be careful with your investments, man. I'll be honest, I take small risks like that. I start trying to do stuff and see what's, yeah, and when you're doing business, sometimes you're just throwing shit at the wall, seeing what sticks, but $1 million, dude? What? I could probably make a song for under $100. Yeah, for sure. $100 fully produced with a video and everything. I know plenty of artists that have done that. Man just threw his money in the fucking black hole.
The album and it was gonna do this and do that and bring in a lot of money. He finessed me. It didn't happen.
Yeah, so this is the exact same thing he does every time. The last time he crashed out, he was like, when I come to my senses and I realize what Fousey did, and it's just the very same shit. This guy just blames this stupid alter ego every time. Also, just a little side note, I guarantee he did not have $1 million to invest into this album, and I'm calling absolute cap on that.
So now we just gotta figure out what's next. The money's gone. Can't look back.
Jamari's smarter than me, bro. I swear to God, dude. I know.
But now we just
He's in a Lambo, so when he
next
said it,
together.
I believed it.
And
I
then
took it at face
Fousey would
value.
start having some deeper and darker thoughts about this album, saying that he wants to delete it altogether after it went triple toilet paper roll.
I think I'm gonna delete my album. Because there's things about the album creation that just weren't good energy.
The fucking shit.
Anyways, and I don't want to take this album out. I can't.
It's like you can kind of see the realization start to hit, but don't worry, guys. He'll get back to his delusion soon.
Y'all can say what you want. I can't. I'd rather come out with another album. I already talked about being almost done with the second album. Fuck that. I'll go back in right now. Book me anywhere. We'll go and I'll create a real first.
I don't make a lot of music. Actually, I don't make any music. What the fuck am I saying? I don't make any music at all, okay? I make videos on YouTube, which I'm not even good at that yet. I'm hardly good at that. But if I was to make, I wouldn't even make an album. If I was to make music, I would make one song, and I would do my damn best studying the audience of the song, figuring out, like, just researching how I'm going to make that successful before I even write the song. Before I even think about what I'm writing into the song. And it would still fail probably because I don't make music. you know? So you suck at anything you start at the beginning. You suck at anything in the beginning. Anything you do. So I don't know, it sounds weak. I haven't even listened to a single song on this fucking album.
First album.
Please, for the love of God, for the love of Allah, shelf that fucking album, burn that fucking hard drive, Fousey. He was running around saying this was like a revolutionary masterpiece of a music video and of art because apparently he had 3 outfit changes in the music video. These women should all be ashamed of themselves. He even hopped on the phone with his therapist to discuss how much he resents this album now.
This doesn't even represent me. Like, why did I make a product that was totally the cliche as to what products are? Granted, even when I do cliche, I still made it creative. It's a very creative video. You'll see there's like 6 outfit changes in a span of 3 seconds. It is creative.
And so yeah, this therapist...
That's the most creative thing you can think of, bro?
Is absolutely taking Fousey to the cleaners. I did watch part of this documentary he did about his first concert, and in my opinion, she's actually enabling a lot of this type of behavior. I mean, I'll say, guys, when your therapist is a yes man, that's a crazy territory to be in. Fousey would even admit that he has less than $2,000 in his bank account.
Under 20K, under 5, my brother. If you want me to be dead ass honest, under 2. But I ain't mad.
His voice cracks.
I ain't mad.
We know you're super mad, and we also know now that that's what...
I don't think he's mad, actually. I think he's really depressed.
Why you were bringing up the financials of AMP Agent, because he's doing so much better than you, and these guys started so much later than you. And even after Fousey makes all of those realizations, and he says like, oh, I regret this album, it's the devil's music, is pretty much what he was saying. Well, he's right back to listening to it on stream.
I'm
and he says like, oh, I regret this album, it's the devil's music, is pretty much what he was saying.
I gotta hear it
Well, he's
again.
right back to listening to it on stream.
Oh my god, that is garbage. Garbage. I don't know I don't know if he's not really trying to emulate. He sounds like he's trying to emulate Eminem.
He was saying, well, he's... So yeah, for food...
That shit is trash, bro.
Fousey at this point, that's really just it. I mean, he can go on streaming, he can go on doing these antics, and some people will definitely still watch, but overall, his career is kind of a wash. Like, even other streamers who are kind of similar to him, like Neon, don't want anything to do with him. Like, when even those guys see you as a liability, this other guy doesn't want to tell you goodbye at his store, your album's an absolute flop, like, all those things adding up are still not telling you something about yourself. Well, at that point, I kind of just think you're a lost cause. But I do want to know what you guys think about Fousey down below. Are you bumping his songs in your car? Will you be attending one of his future concerts at Outback Steakhouse? Either way, I do want to thank you guys for watching.
Yo, bro. Oh my god. That was great, actually. That was pretty good. Anyway, yeah, man. I didn't know he made an album. Of course it was going to be a flop just from that little sample I heard there. That shit is garbage. Just 2 days after regretting and nearly falling into depression because of his album, Fousey is back rapping it on stream. Fousey update? Who is not impersonating Fousey? Reliable source and accurate clips for Fousey. Oh my god, dude. This is a Twitter account, bro? This is real, dude? Oh my gosh, bro. That's harsh. Oh my god, bro. Oh. All right.